Hello and welcome back to
Easy English Listening.
the podcast for learning English in a calm and simple way. I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. We are so happy you are here today.
What if we told you there's one magic topic you can use to start a conversation with anyone, anywhere in the world?
It's simple, it's universal, and today we're going to master it.
We'll be talking about the weather. And when I said it's universal, that just means it's something everyone in the world has. Everyone experiences weather.
Exactly. And for A1 and A2 English learners, it's the perfect way to start talking. So today, our promise to you is simple. By the end of this episode, you will learn the basic words to describe the weather and, more importantly, how to use them to have a real conversation.
Yep. And stick around because we have a very surprising and kind of crazy fun fact about weather coming up later.
Ooh, I'm excited for that one. Okay, are you ready to start, Max?
Let's do it. Okay, so let's start with the absolute basics. 4 easy words to describe what you see in the sky.
Let's do it. The first word is sunny. S-U-N-N-Y.
Ah, my favorite. Sunny is when you can see the sun, right? It's when the sky is blue and bright outside.
Yes, I love sunny days. I feel so happy when it's sunny. When the sun is shining, I just want to get outside.
Maybe go for a walk in the park, sit at a cafe, or just spend some time outdoors.
I think a lot of people feel that way. There's something about a sunny day that puts you in a good mood.
Okay, so after sunny, what's the opposite? Maybe cloudy.
Cloudy. C-L-O-U-D-Y. This is when you look up and the sky is full of clouds. They are big and white or gray.
Right, the sun is hiding behind the clouds. It's not dark, but it's, well, not sunny.
Sometimes I like cloudy days. They can be very calm. Okay, so we have sunny and cloudy. Number 3 is rainy.
Rainy. R-A-I-N-Y. This one is easy. It's when water is falling from the sky.
Yep, you need an umbrella on a rainy day or a good raincoat.
Oh, definitely. And speaking of rain, this is our fun fact.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Did you know that on other planets it can rain things that are not water?
Wait, what? Like, what else could it be?
Well, scientists believe that on planets like Neptune and Uranus, it can rain diamonds.
No way. Diamonds from the sky? Wow, okay, I think I prefer water.
Me too. A diamond rain sounds painful.
But wait, how does that even happen?
Well, Neptune and Uranus are very different from Earth. They have extremely high pressure deep inside the planets.
What does pressure mean?
Good question. Pressure is the force that pushes on something. Deep inside those planets, the pressure is incredibly strong.
So strong that it can make diamonds?
That's what scientists think. Deep inside the planets, there is carbon. Carbon is a material found in many things, including diamonds.
That's so interesting.
Under the huge pressure and heat, the carbon gets squeezed and turns into tiny diamonds, and then those diamonds may slowly fall through the planet, almost like rain falling from the sky.
Wow, that was such a crazy fact. Okay, moving on to the last basic word, which is windy. Windy, W-I-N-D-Y. That's when the air is moving very fast. You can feel it pushing you.
Yeah, and your hair goes everywhere. I remember one time I was at the beach on a very windy day, and my sandwich, it was filled with sand.
Oh no, a sandy sandwich is the worst feeling.
It was terrible. So let's do a quick recap. We have learned sunny,
Cloudy,
rainy,
and windy. Perfect. 4 easy words to start. Okay, so now we can describe the sky. But what about how we feel? I mean, the temperature.
Yes, this is so important. Temperature is about how hot or cold it is. So let's start with the first word, hot.
Hot. Hot, like a summer day when you need to eat ice cream or go swimming.
Exactly. You feel sweaty, it's hot, the sun is very strong.
Right, and the opposite of hot is...
Cold. C-O-L-D, like in winter. Brr.
Mm-hmm. When it's cold, I need a big cup of hot chocolate and a warm blanket.
Oh, yeah, and a big coat and a scarf if you go outside.
Definitely. Okay, so we have the extremes, very hot and very cold. But what about in the middle?
That's a great question. So let's talk about warm. W-A-R-M. Warm is nice. It's not hot, but it feels very good, like a beautiful spring day.
I love warm weather. You don't need a heavy coat, you know? Maybe just a light jacket. It's comfortable.
Right, comfortable is the perfect word for it. And our last temperature word is cool. C-O-O-L.
Ah, this one can be a little tricky because cool can also mean good or great. Like, that music is cool.
That's true, but when we talk about weather, cool means a little bit cold. Not winter cold, but you definitely need a sweater or a jacket.
That makes sense. Like in autumn, the days can be warm, but the evenings are often cool.
Exactly. So let's recap the temperature words one more time. We have hot,
Cold
warm.
and cool. Great. Now we have lots of words to use.
Okay, so now for the most important part. We have the words sunny, windy, hot, cold. But just saying it is sunny is, it's a little boring.
It is. A conversation needs more. So, how can we make talking about the weather more interesting?
The first way, and this is my favorite, is to connect the weather to your feelings.
Oh, I love that. So, instead of just saying it is rainy, I can say something like, ugh, it's so rainy today. It makes me feel a little sleepy.
Exactly, yes. Or I could say, I love this sunny weather. It makes me feel so happy and energetic.
That is so much better because you're sharing something about you, not just about the sky.
Right. Okay, the second way to make it interesting is to connect the weather to your plans.
Okay, so for example, wow, it's really warm and sunny today. Maybe we should go for a walk later.
Perfect. Now you're starting a real conversation. You're making a suggestion based on the weather.
Or a different example, brr, it's so cold and windy outside. I think I'm just going to stay home tonight and watch a movie.
It's a great way to share what you are doing or what you want to do.
Okay, so we have feelings and plans. What is the last tip, Max?
The last one is super, super important for any conversation. Ask a question back.
Ah, yes, the follow-up question.
Yep. So if I say to you, the weather is beautiful today, isn't it? What can you say?
Well, I can say, yes, it's gorgeous. I'm hoping to read my book outside later. What about you?
And boom, now we are having a real conversation. It's not just a comment about the weather, it's an interaction, a connection.
Yes, because now we're not just talking about the weather anymore.
It's a simple way to turn a small comment into a real conversation on other topics.
I love that. Okay, let's recap this part because it's so helpful. To make weather talk interesting, number 1, connect it to your feelings.
Number 2, connect it to your plans.
And number 3, always ask a follow-up question.
If you do these 3 things, you are not just talking about the weather, you are connecting with another person. And that is the magic of language.
Wow, that was a lot of great information, but hopefully really, really useful.
Yeah, I really hope so too. And now, it's your turn to practice.
Yes, we want you to go to the comment section of this podcast, wherever you are listening, and tell us 2 things. First, what is the weather like for you today? Use one of our new words.
And second, the important part, how does the weather make you feel?
We would love to read your answers. Remember, every time you write or speak a sentence in English, you are getting better.
That's so true. Small steps add up. And please don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying.
Exactly. We'll be here with you little by little, week by week. You are not alone.
That is all the time we have for today.
This has been Easy English Listening with me, Emma.
And me, Max. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye for now.